So I'm not sure if that is perfect, but well, I guess that's as good as it can be. So, karon, I guess that I really am making a scene because I am talking in public and yeah. So as you can see, this is the public. I'm not sure if you can see the plaza behind me, but yeah, this is really nerve wracking. And I think that, it is an interesting thing to study how my body reacts, how my emotions react, how my heart reacts from this situation because really it is really nerve wracking. And one of the reasons why it is really nerve wracking is because, people have something to say about it. People have something to say to whatever it is that I am doing. And I think that that is, one of the reasons why an activity like this is very nerve wracking. It is very nerve wracking because people see me doing stuff like this, they don't want to be caught on video and all of that stuff. But really, one of the main reasons is that it is because when people come up to me, when they will come up to me, I'm sure that they have some things to say. Maybe they will tell me that I shouldn't be doing this here, or I am bothering them. So really, that is really one of the main fears. That is really one of the reasons why I hold back. And in that sense, other people hold back as well. It is because I didn't ask for permission to do this. And maybe it is something that is inconvenient to them. Maybe it is something that, you know, something that will bother them, something that will hinder their activities. And people will come up to me and say stuff to me like, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't be doing that in public. Well, you know, that is, the thought of that happening to me is very scary. And I'm just really afraid that someone will come up to me and talk to me about this stuff. And, I get really, really shy. So I guess that is something, that is one thing that we should prepare our mind with as well, for us to have an organic encounter and people will sort of talk about whatever it is that I am doing. If people do come up to me and ask me, you know, hey, what are you doing? What do I say? Well, I'm sorry. I was just having fun with my camera and vlogging and trying to make something. So sorry. And then because we have recorded it, I guess we will try to take our camera and then we will end the camera recording. Guess that it all boils down to that. I still really need, what do you call it? A lot to work with my, a lot to work with my conversation skills. Stuff like that. And I guess another thing would be, you know, being labeled as a vlogger. Is that something shameful? Do you think that it is shameful to be labeled as a vlogger? Well, by definition, we are a vlogger because we do a vlog. And what is, the action of making a vlog? So vlogging. So who who does vlogging? Vloggers. So by definition, we are a vlogger. But I don't know. It's just that it feels shameful that if I will be to be labeled as, a vlogger, it feels something to be ashamed of. And, I guess that I'll just have to wait until people tell me to do something else. People to say something to me. I'll just wait until people call me out on whatever it is that I'm doing. On another note, it's really a beautiful night and the sea is really beautiful. And yeah, the sea here is really clear. There's not a lot of trash. And yeah, it's a really very peaceful look. And we are going to do this every day for the next few days. So yeah, I guess that's it. Although I wonder if I will be able to do it on our hometown Argao Plaza. So that is something that I would have to look forward to. How many minutes has it been? So I guess just a few more minutes and it'll be, past 10 minutes soon. So I'll just have to be patient. So, hey, we were able to make 3 videos today. Although, unfortunately, we weren't quite able to get to the more than 10-minute mark because, well, things happen. We encounter people and we end the video short. So we end the video short because people come to us. We have to keep whatever it is that we are doing to ourselves. So I guess this would be an interesting thing to think about, and this would be an interesting thing to improve. So I look forward to the organic encounter thingy that we are expecting. So, and I hope that it goes well. And, if things go wrong, it just means that our framework isn't quite there yet. So nothing personal. If we make mistakes, we make errors, it's not that, it's not that we are bad. Well, technically we are bad, but the thing that makes us bad is our frameworks, right? So we have the wrong framework. And that is something that we need to work on. And I guess that I'm rambling again. So yeah. If we fail at something, we failed because we didn't have the right framework. All right. We failed because we didn't have the right framework and the other person has a better framework than we do. That is why, we lose. That is why we make mistakes. So yeah, I guess that's one of the reasons. And I guess there's also the subject that I have to sort of, what do you call this? I have to make use of this framework in business, but we have to make it work first. So, yeah, as of now, we are able to talk, we are able to communicate, but it's not the kind of communication that we are getting results. So there's still a lot of work to do, to achieve, to complete. So yeah, hey, I guess that it's 10 p.m. and I'll be going back now. So yeah, see ya. And I hope we still wake up for tomorrow. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.